and welcome. We are live from Marietta, Georgia for the Battle in the South. Presented by The Battle and Strive for Greatness. I will be your host for the evening, Mondre Allen. I am here with the National Talent Evaluator, Justin Brantley. Justin, we've got a great contest today. Tell us about what we can expect to see from these two incredible teams.
Listen, I'm a guy that loves to watch basketball. If you're anything like me, this is a must-watch, must-see game. You have two of the best teams in the country. This 16U team for Strive for Greatness, they're fully loaded. VJ Miller, top 20 player in the country in the class 2024. But not to mention, on the other side, we've got Jaden Williams. He's also a top 20 player in the ESPN Top 100 in that class of 2024. Farrell Compton, number 44 for Strive for Greatness, has been phenomenal so far. He's dominant in the post. So I'm looking to see a heck of a matchup here. I know Atlanta's going to show up and show out.
Here we go. The ball has been tipped, and it will be Strive for Greatness with the basketball. No numbers on the front, so I'll need to see the back of that jersey. Ball will swing around. They'll find over to the corner, and we'll get the first turnover. We get the first turnover of the day as young man steps out. That is VJ Miller.
A little bit of jet lag. VJ Miller is a special talent for Strive, and I love to see him matched up early on the great Jakari Harris. Harris has offers from Purdue, Florida, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. That's a big matchup right there.
Celtics find the short corner jump shot, no good. That will be the first rebound of the day by the big fella that you mentioned.
Oh, he's going to have a double-double. I guarantee you that.
They are wasting no time getting shots up, rebound and run with the Celtics cross-court pass, far corner. Then they get it inside, up and over the big fella. That is number 23, Langston Boyd. Scores one over the big fella, and Strive for Greatness will set their offense as they bring the ball across half court over some pressure.
You mentioned Langston Boyd. He has offers from Ole Miss, Purdue, Texas A&M, Wake Forest. I was talking to a couple coaches about him earlier today, so I'm looking forward to seeing him compete.
That three ball by Strive for Greatness, no good, and the Celtics will continue to swing it. The ball goes back up top. Number 32 drives it, and a block. Oh, maybe a missed opportunity for a goaltend there, but the block will stand, and there will be a score.
Rebound put back from James Evans.
That was Evans. I thought I saw number 32. My eyes failed me on that one.
And right back on the other end is Boyd.
Boyd wasting no time. There's a steal. And a mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound by Evans. Evans kicks it out. Oh, beautiful move there. That is Malik Rasul.
Yeah,
the nifty bucket there.
Both these teams are loaded with talent and players that can compete at the highest level.
Jakari Harris, talented kid from Grayson, has that block. And Micah, another pretty big prospect, Micah Smith, multiple Division I offers, gets the block.
Yep, he's being recruited heavily by Auburn, Georgetown, Georgia Tech. No slouch there in that list of teams.
Both teams showing man-to-man. Get an early ball screen there. Reversal, gets to the corner. Drive from the corner. Some contact, no call, but no good on that drive by Burries. Back and forth action here. We'll get a run out and a layup. That is Evans. The layup there, and Micah tries to answer that layup by Smith, no good. Missed on the reach there as they start the offense. The big fella with the dunk. Farrell Compton.
Listen, I'm not one of those people that has the I told you so mentality, but that young man is a dominant force. If you let him get anywhere within 5 feet of the basket, you're in trouble.
Jakari Harris looking at it again for the Celtics as they try to steady the ship. There's a three there, and that three is good by Matthews, Michael Matthews, for three. B.J. Miller looks inside to Compton. Compton makes the pass, and that is waiting for a number on the score. That was Berries. Compton to Berries. Compton will get the assist there.
And I like Compton's vision, his ability to draw the defender. They know he's a force down low. They're going to send a second guy at him when he gets the ball in the post. He has the presence of mind to pass out of that.
There's Michael Smith with the answer there, as Berries will steady the ship for this Strive for Greatness 16U team, and he gets it to Compton on the wing. Compton with the attack, the kick out. Shoots, no good. And it will be Celtics basketball as that jump shot by Evans went out of bounds. Celtics moving the ball, get it inside to Williams on the kick out. That kick out, there he is, Jakari Harris.
Yeah, he came around on that curl, and as soon as he caught it, he knew what he needed to do. Wasted no time, beautiful shot. I really like to see guys play the game the right way. There was no wasted dribbles, feet were set, came around that screen, nothing but bombing that beautiful play.
Jakari Harris has had quite a season for Grayson, just a rising sophomore, a rising junior, and played on a team with another Power 5 player, Chauncey Wiggins, but managed to be one of the leading scorers on the team. Something to say with a school like Grayson's history.
Yeah, after that timeout, we've got a little bit over 3 minutes remaining here in this first period, and what I'll say is very balanced scoring. It's not one person that's carried the load for either of these teams.
So we get a check-in from Bryce James. He's entered the building. Off-balance jump shot, no good. Celtics will rebound. And Micah Smith with the flush. Celtics doing a pretty good job of just rebounding the basketball and running out.
Yeah, and somebody's going to have to stop ball. That's going to be a big piece of the puzzle here.
Harris with the steal on James, and then they get it back. Coast to coast is Berry, and Berry.
Braden Burries has been one of the top scorers for this team. You know, he does a phenomenal job answering there in that situation. You know, it could have easily been a turnover and a basket, but he battled back, got all the way downhill, attacked the basket, took the contact, finished through that, didn't worry about whether or not they called the foul. Those are the things you love to see. He brings that extra effort. Tanner Jones brings that extra effort. They have some effort guys on this floor for the Strive for Greatness squad.
Those effort guys definitely making a difference for Strive for Greatness, as that is Boyd at the free throw line, and Langston Boyd out of Concord Academy makes the first one, and the second one will go.
6 early points for him.
Braden Berries will play with the ball screen a little bit, decide to pull it back out. They'll swing the ball. Been pretty good ball movement for this Strive for Greatness team all day long. As the kick out to James. James takes the three. That is no good. And rebound will go Celtics' way, and they'll push. Attacking, decided to bounce it back out. We'll get a kick out. Ball swings around. And we'll drive it. A nifty off-balance layup.
Michael Matthews, that was a beautiful move there from him. He's a two-sport athlete, has Division I football offers from Texas A&M, Middle Tennessee State, and Auburn.
Tremendous move there. We're seeing guys go to that same hand, same leg finish. Matthews showed that off there. There's Harris on the attack. Harris tries to go over the top, and Harris gets it to go. Off balance in the lane. Harris got that one to go, and we'll see if this Strive for Greatness team can answer. Tough finish there through the contact.
That was Tanner Jones. Watch this possession here. Gets through the lane, fights through traffic, takes the hoop, gets the hoop and the harm.
Multiple fouls on that single possession, but Jones will only get a single free throw.
If you're the ref, who do you call that one on?
Take your pick, I think. Strong finish by Jones, but can't get the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and the Celtics and Matthews will start their offense. Ball movement there, some attack, loses the handle. Strive for Greatness will pick it up, and the Celtics do a good job in transition. But a little too much dribbling there, and they'll turn it over, and the Celtics will be on the attack. They've got Smith wide open, but couldn't hit him. They'll get a three ball, no good, but an offensive rebound, put back, no. Compton battling, comes up with it, and will still get a turnover. I don't know if he was hit or just got tripped up, but that was Tanner Jones. It ended up on the outlet, and looks like he may have just gotten tripped up as he tried to turn and hit up the floor.
And Tanner Jones plays with that chippiness that his dad played with. Former Duke standout NBA veteran Dante Jones. Big rebound there from Farrell.
You're making me feel old, Mr. Brenton. I am watching Dante Jones' kid play basketball. That is incredible.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, we think about, you said making us feel old. So, VJ Miller, son of Silk the Shocker.
Wow.
Tanner Jones, Bryce James.
So I am old, is what you're just confirming it.
Yes.
Smith loses the handle, almost taken away, kick out. Great shot by Matthews, no good. Smith.
Jakari Harris is doing a little bit of everything.
I thought that was Smith, but it was Harris. Making a little plays.
He has 7 points here in this first period.
Finds a way to put the ball in the basket. Gotta love that. Screen by Compton. Celtics will switch it. On the attack, had Compton, but just couldn't get him the basketball. Those lightning quick hands by the Celtics.
Celtics are swarming defensively.
That is how the first quarter will end. The Atlanta Celtics 22, Strive for Greatness 14. And for Strive for Greatness, it has been this gentleman, Mr. Compton, finishing strong. And for the Celtics, Jakari Harris has been finding a way to keep those guys ahead. 22-14, our score as the first period comes to an end. We'll be right back.
You want to go out, Walter?
Let's go.
Pace yourself. Beside the crystal mountain. So come with me, we'll go and see.
That's incredible.
Oh yeah, it's a Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. This thing's built for off-roading right from the factory.
No, I meant the cat.
It's like nobody's seen a cat before.
The Chevy Silverado Trail Boss. Find new friends, find new roads.
And welcome back to our second quarter of action. It is the Atlanta Celtics and Strive for Greatness, the 16U teams. We have a 22-14 score here as we open the second quarter. Three-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound. Celtics have done great on the boards today. Tipped around, and they maintain possession. They'll get another score, and that is Kamora Holmes.
Kamari Holmes did a great job getting in there, attacking the offensive glass. Just they wanted a little bit more right now on that end.
So we watched just a little over a quarter of basketball. What are you seeing as being the difference so far between these two teams?
I would say by far it's that hometown pride factor, right? You have Atlanta Celtics here, and they're putting on for the entire city.
We'll see a basket inside there by Strive for Greatness as they try to cut into this Celtics lead. And there's Harris on the kick out. Corner three, no good. But again, the Celtics come up with an offensive rebound. Put back, no good. Smith, another offensive rebound, comes up with the basketball. Strive for Greatness defending well there, but just can't get off the ground. And there's a three-point basket by guess who? Jakari Harris for 3.
It's 10 points so far from him.
Bryce James for a deep 3. That's no good. Matthews will push. Looking, thought about it, will take the 3 ball. No good. Rebound there by Jones. Jones has been playing well. Baseline drive, get a smack, but no foul call.
James Evans has really been the leader offensively for Strive for Greatness. That's his 8th point. He's got 8 points, 3 rebounds so far.
You have to find a way to get that young man the ball. A couple more touches. But Smith just answers with a 3. Micah Smith.
At 6'7", 6'8", the ability to stretch the floor, knock down threes. I like his prospects moving forward. He's got offers, like I said before, Auburn, Georgetown, Georgia Tech. I expect to see many more fall in line there and start pursuing him.
Our score, 30-18. 5 minutes and 37 seconds in the quarter as we see Smith knocking down a 3 to push that Celtics lead. 30-18. We'll get a inbound underneath the basket for Strive for Greatness. Looks like the play may have been broken up a bit. Corner kick, baseline drive, step in, and we'll get a block. That block will go against Chris Morris.
As the uniforms get cooler, it makes it a little bit more difficult on our eyesight.
It definitely does. I do commend the Celtics. We have numbers on the front and on the back. Thank you very much. As Malik Rasul, hits his first free throw. Second attempt is good. Great release there by Rasul. And the Celtics will look to see what they have. Tipped out of bounds. It will remain Celtics basketball. That is Rasul with active hands, getting his hands on the basketball.
Yeah, we talked about just the effort and the intensity level that the Celtics have. Now that has to be matched by Strive for Greatness, and we're seeing a little bit of that on the defensive end.
Turnover there. Good pass by James, but could not convert. The Celtics will push. Looked inside, got it inside. Beautiful passing and a jam.
Oh, my goodness.
Whew. The Celtics' active hands and beautiful passing and patience.
Yeah, here we get another look at it. When a big can stretch the floor and make that pass there. That was Jaden Williams. He brought all eyes on him. Beautiful pass there, put his player in the right position to be successful.
Lead stays at 12, 32-20. Just under 5 minutes to play, and challenge shot at the basket, no good. Celtics will look at it. Stop, jumper, no good. That's an air ball. But again, the Celtics offensive rebounding.
That was Jaden Williams' 5th rebound, and I'd say 3 of those have been on the offensive end.
There it is, just those extra possessions, that extra effort. Celtics really spending a lot of time going to the glass. You see 3 guys on the offensive glass there on that possession. And that free throw is good.
Nice soft touch from Jaden Williams there.
VJ Miller with the basketball. It's on a drive, kick out corner, and just couldn't handle it.
I like that move there from VJ.
You mentioned the travel distance. This is travel basketball, and these are kids. It does have an impact.
Yeah, but they're kids, right? So, back when we were kids, you go outside, play all day long. I go up and down the court 3 times. I might struggle, I travel too far. I'm jet lagged. They should be able to get out here and hoop. No, I'm just joking. Just giving them a hard time.
Beautiful pass inside, but just tipped away.
was a great find there from VJ Miller to get it to Malik Razul. Again, the passing from both of these teams and the interior passing, it's elite. The ability to find the guy, put him in a position where he could be successful. If he catches that the right way, that's an easy two. I really like that pass there from VJ Miller.
I agree. Strive for Greatness not out of striking distance. 15-point basketball game right now, but still lots of time to play.
Well, I think they need to intentionally get the ball in the hands of Farrell Compton. Run some things, some down screens, put him in a position where he can attack the basket, because that's what he does so well, and he's so hard to stop once he's headed in that direction.
We'll see a change of pace here as Strive for Greatness comes out with a little bit of a diamond press, it looked like. Yes, it will be 1-2-1-1. We'll try to pressure the basketball. We'll see how the Celtics handle that. First possession, and you get a turnover. Oh. Almost there, stepped out of bounds. Went to the press early and almost had a turnover there.
And I like that press.
Matthews goes out. We need to stop the clock there, but there's Harris again. Harris for three.
That's his third three.
Jakari Harris trying to put it out of range. Oh, big fella going to the basket. Took some contact, but no call there.
One thing I can say, it's been fairly consistent. Both of these teams have taken a lot of contact attacking the basket. It's going to take a lot to get those calls.
As we say that, Boyd will go to the free throw line on his drive. Boyd spinning, yeah. Got the contact, will go to the line. I think what I've seen as far as with AAU that may be a little different than high school is a lot of times if you don't try to go through the contact, if you try to go around it, then you won't get that call, whereas in high school, sometimes you still will.
Agreed.
Guys working on their game in the summer.
Langston Boyd 4 for 4 from the free throw line, giving him 8 points total.
40-21 as the Celtics continue to stretch out that lead little by little from 12 to 19. We are just under 3 minutes left in the half, and Harris will be on the attack. Harris all the way, but Farrell Compton says no, sir.
He's what you call a rim protector.
Not going to be that easy, says Compton.
Gets off the floor extremely quick. He's got a ton of athleticism, but he also has an ability to time it perfectly.
Oh, and one. That will be an and one for VJ Miller.
And that's his first time getting in the scoring column, so this might be just what he needed to get started, get going.
Love to watch VJ Miller play off 2 feet, take the contact, finish.
We talked about playing off 2 feet. I mean, I think that's the fundamental basketball's back, right? And guys playing the game the right way are being rewarded.
I would agree. Excellent play there by Miller. Let's see. And he gets all 3.
And that's what you need when you're a scorer, getting to the basket, finishing around the rim, getting to the free throw line, watching the nets fold up. It always tends to help you out and get things going for you.
That pressure working for this Strive for Greatness team as they get a turnover and a score as Burries finishes at the line.
I really think him and Tanner Jones are going to be the key to this game, ramping up the intensity.
Micah Smith. That is devastating.
Yeah.
From a guy his size, knocking down another 3. Kick to the corner, shot no good. Another rebound for the Celtics, and they'll try to run. That possession could hurt Strive for Greatness, but you got to make shots to get in that press. Another beautiful pass inside and a score by Kamari Holmes.
In that situation, if Micah Smith would have made that three, it could have been the dagger, but it's even worse to give up another offensive rebound and that turn into more points.
It's a beautiful move there by Compton, but Compton could not get that to go. They'll hit the floor. And it's Matthews the other way. Matthews does not get it to go. Tries to split the double team there. Bodies flying all over the place. We'll get an athletic layup and a finish.
James Evans has been a force. 10 points, headed to the free throw line with opportunity for number 11. He just is able to contort his body, fly through the air, finish.
So far, it has been Evans, Compton, and Jones. Really getting to it, but could not convert at the free throw line. And we're down close to a minute. It's a awkward layup there, but no good. And we get a lob play, can't convert.
Well, I just like how there's no hesitation with the Celtics. They're not walking anything up court. As soon as they get the ball, they're off and running.
Immediately trying to dive downhill. Such an amazing experience for these kids, getting opportunity to play in the summer, playing for teams, playing against teams from different areas, different states, getting to see different styles of play. Just an amazing opportunity to continue to work on your craft and build out your game.
Yeah, I mean, keyword work, right? And they want to work on their craft and compete against the best in the country. So there's no better stage than the battle.
And there's Compton, big fella, denied at the rim. And the Celtics will run out. And that is Boyd with the layup. Strive for Greatness pushing it. And that is VJ Miller taking the contact again.
And that's one thing about VJ. He's an attacker. You know, he's going to get out in transition. He's looking to attack, looking to finish around the rim. I saw a game in Akron last year where he got to the free throw line 13 times, and he finished 12 of 13. You know, that's what he does. That's a big component of his game. I think it's important for him to get out in space, get out in transition, and make things happen. It's hard to do when you're giving up offensive rebounds and the ball's coming inbound versus a rebound and a kick ahead. So they have to get some stops and let those stops turn into offense.
Sticking with the press that they did have some success from. Get a kick out to Micah Smith. Micah Smith, the ball is tipped, but he stays with it. Little floater, no good, but another offensive rebound. And this is one thing that's hurting the offensive rebounds, the Celtics maintaining the position. But that's how the first half will end, 47-30. The Atlanta Celtics 16U over Strive for Greatness 16U at the half. Justin, what did we see in that first half?
A couple things. Number one, Jakari Harris has had the hot hand from deep. He stood out to me. Micah Smith. So there we've got Jakari. It seems like every time he touches the ball, we're adding points to the scoreboard. He's done it on all three levels. He's shot the ball deep, finished around the rim, but also Micah Smith. Micah Smith, with his size, is stretching the floor and making it difficult, really, to key on one individual player or one individual zone of the floor. If Micah's dominating the post, now, okay, we can sink in and help. There's nothing really you can do about guys knocking down and hitting shots. So that's really been the difference right now for the Celtics. The other thing by far is the rebounding. They've attacked the offensive glass. Nobody really, they're not playing with the sense of entitlement. They're out here, hey, I want to go out and get this. This is for Atlanta. This is for the state of Georgia. You came into our house, and we're going to let you know, take your shoes off when you come in our house.
Wipe your feet at the door, said the Celtics. But Strive for Greatness has gotten some inspired play from a couple of their guys. Farrell Compton, as you mentioned, has been able to finish a few times inside with a couple of big dunks. There we see the type of contact and the physicality that's happening. VJ Miller has definitely been on an attack. So we see him taking the contact there with a 2-foot finish. One thing that I see, they've had a couple of and one opportunities but Strive for Greatness hasn't been able to convert those opportunities at the line. Do we feel like they could settle in maybe at halftime and come back out and make some adjustments?
You have to hit free throws, especially on the road. And I think that this Strive for Greatness team has done a great job attacking, getting to the rim. They're doing a good job finishing. It's almost like I went bowling last night. There's nothing worse than throwing a beautiful bowl. You hit 8 pins or 9 pins, and then you leave the open frame. They have to close up those frames. It's a big difference between a spare and an 8. Those points matter. So that's one thing that I want to see Strive for Greatness start to do is close up those frames, finish at the free throw line, continue to do what they're doing. They're playing with intensity right now. The intensity that they're bringing to the table, they're doing a good job on the offensive end, and then when they bring the press, they're doing a good job there. But they have to protect down here and rebound defensively. They have to box out. You've got Farrell Compton. I mean, one of the most athletic big men in the country. He always impresses me. I need to see more of him. Not more from him, but more of him. So not saying that he's got to do more. They have to intentionally find a way to get the ball into his hands so that he can do more. If they can iron out those things, they can protect the glass defensively, get the ball in the hands of Farrell Compton in the post, and just finish at the free throw line. I think that they'll kind of come back here in the second half for sure.
We see this a lot with AAU. Again, we talk about the fact that this is 16U. These are just kids. So you may come out with the game plan of saying, hey, we want to run. But if these guys don't feel like they have their legs or they're not ready to execute and run like that, then you may have to change your game plan up and say, hey, well, we want to slow it down and let some of our bigs do some damage inside as well. And that may be what Strive for Greatness needs to do to get Mr. Compton the ball. But that's how our half will end 47-30 in the Battle of the South here in Marietta, Georgia. We'll be right back with your second half of action.
Alexa, play our favorite song again.
Okay.
It was always a tradition in the family to play saxophone. My mom was a saxophone player.
I started playing in the 7th grade. It makes me happy to know that he's following my footsteps. I'm really honored.
My mom was taking me on a college tour at Shaw University, and she's like, oh, look, DJ, that's the McDonald's I used to go to. This McDonald's is so important because it ended up being a place where our band members would go to get to know each other outside of the band room.
Oh, you.
It's definitely like our student union.
But with fries.
For our crew to go to that same McDonald's she went to, such a big deal for me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Are back here at Marietta High School in Marietta, Georgia. It is the Battle of the South. I'm sorry, the Battle in the South, presented by the Battle and Strive for Greatness. Our SUV TV crew, I'm Mondre Allen, and here with Justin Brantley. You're tuned in for our second half of action. We are watching Strive for Greatness 16U versus the Atlanta Celtics 16U. Our score 47-30. It has been all Atlanta Celtics. Justin, tell us what we've seen thus far.
We've seen a battle. We've seen Atlanta Celtics taking a lot of pride in this first game.
Oh, my goodness. Big time dunk there.
James Evans.
Tearing it down, setting the tone for the second half. The Strive for Greatness team tries to cut into the Celtics lead.
That was a beautiful dunk there. Again, effort in defense, turning defense to offense, transition baskets, James Evans finishing high above the rim.
Smith gets it inside. Smith with a fall-away jumper, no good. Compton with the rebound. And Strive for Greatness will look to set something up. We'll get a three-point shot. There it is again. Evans coming out with 5 straight points. Evans ready to play.
And that's exactly what they needed. Again, it started on the defensive end. On the one before that, they got the steal. That time, Farrell Compton got the rebound. They were able to kick it ahead and go. Ooh.
There's the big fella. Jaden Williams with the putback dunk from the Boyd mid-range jumper. And we'll get a moving screen.
Here we're going to get another look at that. Again, just the offensive swarming on the glass. When you're going after loose balls, and it seems like every 50-50 ball has gone the way of the Atlanta Celtics so far, that can wear a team down. You get some rhythm, you get something going for yourself. Strive for Greatness had 2 back-to-back strong possessions, and then you give up an offensive rebound.
Strive for Greatness getting their own opportunities to run here. We thought they may want to slow it down. They say, no, we're going to speed it up even more. And there was number 14, Malik Rasul, with the score. And Strive for Greatness back in their full court pressure. Boyd will take his opportunity. Boyd will drive it. And there's a big-time block there. Absolutely by Evans.
James Evans is a special young talent.
3 ball, no good. Full court pass by Smith. Boyd, no good, but a putback by Matthews is good. Evans, step through, no. Compton, yes. Compton's had a couple of big finishes. Clear travel call there.
Wow. And that's, I mean, Farrell gets off the floor so quick. What I hate to see big men work this hard, and the only time their work is rewarded is when they go get it off the offensive glass. But this is a note to all the big men out there that are watching. And look, they intentionally get him the ball.
And he finishes.
To all the big men watching, if you're not getting the ball, go get it off the glass.
Celtics made a change defensively on that last possession and went to the 1-3-1, and Compton was able to get the ball and finish. It will be Fonham just behind that 1-3-1, and
yep,
Compton was able to get the flush.
And he dunks everything. Right now he's got 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 assist.
James checks back in. There's Jakari Harris is not slowing down.
Not at all.
But they are cutting into this lead a bit. Cross-court pass by James. Thought about it. Kicks to the corner, makes the extra pass, and is rewarded. Miller for 3.
The great equalizer. It's a 17-point game at half. 10-point game now.
Can hear the Celtics coaching staff screaming for more ball movement, move the ball. It was definitely one of their strong suits in the first half.
Yeah, and the ball movement slowed down, but they're still getting to the offensive glass, which is the difference maker right now. Strive for Greatness has to stop these possessions, these multiple opportunities.
There's Jakari Harris with a 3-point shot, and Celtics will call timeout. It will be Strive for Greatness basketball when we return. 57-44. 4 minutes. 53? 53-44.
Fifth 3.
Oh, his 5th 3.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
I'm sorry. 57-44 after that Jakari Harris 3, his 5th 3-point basket. And in our third quarter, 4 minutes and 18 seconds left as both teams come back onto the floor. The Celtics have been in cruise control for a good part of this game, but Strive for Greatness came back with a little more effort, picked up the tempo, and closed into that Celtics lead as the second half got started. We'll see Jones with it. We've got an early whistle here. Williams picks up his third foul. Will have to come out. Corner three, no good. But now Strive for Greatness getting on that offensive glass with Compton. And we've got another foul call as Braden Berries attacks, and he'll go to the line.
And that's what I like to see. You know, I like to see the offensive rebounding on this end of the floor, the effort and the intensity. You cannot beat a team like the Atlanta Celtics if you're not showing up and willing to just lay down all of the, you know, what looks good and get out there and get into the gritty, grimy, you know, we're going to grab offensive rebounds, we're going to scrap and claw and fight our way into this ball game.
Berries gets the second one to go, so he'll split those free throws at the line. And the Celtics will deal with this Strive for Greatness pressure, and Strive for Greatness has done a good job with the diamond press. They get another turnover. That full court pressure from this Strive for Greatness team caused the Celtics to turn the basketball over again, and we'll get an inbound, and there's Miller. We'll look to set the table. We'll get a horn set there. And Miller will play out of it. Miller takes the deep three. No good.
I don't know if that's what they wanted out of that horn set.
Celtics running again. Ooh. Jakari Harris down the lane. The rim still shaking from that Harris dunk.
Coach said, get back, let them get that.
I've watched Jakari Harris play for quite some time. The rim will need to be adjusted as Jakari Harris.
Wow.
Shows you what type of force he dunked that one with.
Buy stock in Jakari Harris.
59 to 45. Jakari Harris almost brought the rim down with him. No good there as Jones takes a three. Smith taking a look at it. Jakari Harris attacking the rim again. Harris and one.
Wow, he's doing whatever he wants to do right now.
Had a conversation with his high school coach, Joffrey Pierce, at the start of the high school season, and I asked about Harris, and his response to me was, yeah, he's that one.
I can see it.
All I needed to hear. Good ball movement there. Celtics scrambling defense, though, and Compton with the and one opportunity.
And that's the thing that I really like about Pharaoh Compton, his ability to finish through traffic, through contact, doesn't matter. He just makes it happen.
Compton hasn't gotten that many opportunities at the line today, but we'll have one. Here, still a lot of basketball left to play. 61-47, 2:39 left in the third quarter. That one is no good.
Those empty frames we talked about earlier.
Harris attacking. Harris with another three. Jakari Harris lighting it up inside and outside. for the Celtics. James looks at it, tries to take one over Harris, no good. Harris looks inside to Smith. Smith, no good. Smith, no good again. Offensive rebound, multiple offensive rebounds again on that possession by the Atlanta Celtics, and Strive for Greatness will take a timeout.
Here we're going to get a look at just wants it a little bit more.
Multiple tip-ins. Smith feeling like, hey, that should have been an and one. I should have got my opportunity as well. 66 to 47. 1 minute and 54 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one out Pizza Hut.
The battle in the South. Third quarter action. Atlanta Celtics 16U versus Strive for Greatness 16. So we got a 3-ball, no good. Rebound there, attacking, no. Celtics running. Celtics at the rim, and there's a foul call. Late whistle coming in, but a foul call nonetheless, as we'll get Boyd, I believe, going to the free throw line. 66-47. The Celtics look to stretch the lead out to 20 points, and they do.
Langston Boyd has been a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line so far. We talked about it earlier, those open frames. So far, that's been the difference. Atlanta Celtics, that's their first missed free throw of the evening. And that's the commentator curse.
Beautiful drive there by Miller, and ball's knocked out of bounds. And Boyd will go out for the Celtics, and Matthews will check in. Both players very effective for the Atlanta Celtics in today's contest. Miller on the post-up. Miller over the top, no. Celtics are running. Ball thrown away. We Strive for Greatness basketball. They'll inbound on the far sideline. And Evans, James Evans, had a very good game. Gets into Compton. Cross-court pass to Miller. Thought about it. Kicks it back. Miller attacking. Miller off 2 feet. There he is. No good. Compton tips it around. Can't come up with it. Celtics ball. And again, Celtics are running.
There's three people behind the possession for Strive for Greatness. Luckily, the ball's thrown away, but that's the effort and intensity that I talk about. You know, you have to want it. And right now they're on an island. It's 4-on-2. There really shouldn't have been a wasted possession, but those are the things, the effort plays to make all the difference in the world at the end of the game.
I would agree. And there's Compton trying to bring some energy, but it'll be basket interference, and that will be waved off. Our score will stand 67-47. Just at 30 seconds left in the third. Williams tries to get it inside. That doesn't go. And Strive for Greatness will get the basketball back. Evans on the drive. And that will be a foul. Evans will go to the free throw line. Strive for Greatness has been able to get to the line. Evans, multiple attempts. Miller, multiple attempts. Berries, multiple attempts, if I'm not mistaken. Just haven't been able to convert.
You are correct.
Miller on the attack. And there's a three-point shot there. Ooh. At the buzzer, are we counting that? Will that be a foul or do we wave it off? I believe it's just waved off as Micah Smith couldn't finish at the rim. No shot attempt. That's how the third quarter will end. 67-50. The Atlanta Celtics 16U over Strive for Greatness 16U. The Battle in the South, presented by the Battle and Strive for Greatness. We'll be right back with our fourth quarter of action.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Of course your Buick parks itself. That's so you.
It's just up here on the right.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
Kind of got a sixth sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
Hit the field, warm up. You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah.
So you.
It is.
There's a Buick that fits your life, because at the heart of every Buick SUV.
We are back. The Battle in the South here at Marietta High School. Fourth quarter action tipping off. 17-point lead for the Atlanta Celtics as Strive for Greatness 16U takes a three, and that one is no good by Berries. And there is Evans.
And I don't see anything wrong with that. He made a basketball play. I hope that Evans is not injured, but here we're going to get a look at it. He made a basketball play. It came down awkwardly on that foot. Ooh.
Yeah, awkward land there. Looks like on that left foot. We'll see Evans back up under his own power. Definitely never want to see a young man go down.
No.
To have the trainer there to take a look at that foot. Look of frustration on Evans' face, so hopefully it's not too bad of an injury, maybe a ankle twist of some kind, but we'll see as he gets worked on. At the free throw line, we'll have number 10, Tanner Jones. First free throw is good. He'll have one more. Jones can't get the second one to go as the free throw line continues to bother this Strive for Greatness team.
Yeah, he's 1 for 3 from the free throw line. James Evans is just a force. He had 17 points in the game against Strive for Greatness that we saw in the Battle LA. He was playing with Paul George Elite at that moment. He led them, had 17, and they fell 73-65.
There's Micah Smith again, just with a backbreaker three. He's been doing that all night long. Miller attacks, can't get it, and the Celtics are off and running, and there's Boyd with the easy lay-in as our score, 72-51. Under 7 minutes to play.
they're playing for something right now. This Atlanta Celtics team wants you to know you came to Atlanta. We're going to show you Atlanta, and they're doing a great job, getting out in transition, attacking the offensive glass. Every time you think that you've got a run going and Strive for Greatness has something happening positively, a three-pointer rains down from the Celtics. Oh my goodness!
Thunder dunk by Farrell Compton. Incredible athleticism from that young man. And that pressure, full court pressure, they have been effective. Strive for Greatness has been effective with that full court pressure.
Here we're going to get a look. Attacking downhill, finishes at the rim. What do you do with that?
Montrezl Harrell-like dunk. Saw that a lot at Louisville as Montrezl Harrell broke the school record for dunks.
I knew you were going to find a way to sneak in a Louisville reference at some point in this broadcast.
Shameless plug.
I challenge anybody that's watched SUV TV to go back and find a Mondre Allen broadcast where Louisville's not mentioned at least once. I know you guys got Kenny Payne, you got Imani Bates on the way, you've got a great recruiting class coming in. The glory days are on their way back. I see it.
I hope Danny Manning and Kenny Payne are all watching this game and maybe very impressed by Mr. Farrell Compton as I have been. And who knows? Maybe there'll be some conversations that take place. Or maybe it's Jakari Harris that they'll be interested in. I wouldn't be upset either way. 72-54, back to our action. There's Boyd. Just too easy there for Boyd.
The lefty does a great job getting into the lane, identifying and picking his spots, understanding, hey, mid-range is going to work here versus trying to, you see some guys that just attack and don't stop attacking. He understood right here. He had a space, knew Compton was right there. I'm going to pull up and knock down the jumper. Beautiful play.
Miller continues to fight. A little too much one-on-one here for this Strive for Greatness team right now.
Well, that's been what we've seen pretty much the entire game. Multiple dribbles. The ball's not flowing. It's sticking quite a bit on the offensive end for Strive for Greatness, where that's why, coach of the Celtics was saying ball movement because that was what got them to this point where they're at now.
Micah Smith had knocked down multiple threes, but he passed that one up. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot clock hasn't been a factor all day today, I'll tell you that. As we'll get under 10 as Matthews will make his move. Turns it over. Miller on the run to Berries. Berries will get the easy deuce.
I like the fact that you can see Strive for Greatness competing all the way down the stretch. They know they have multiple games this weekend. They can't let this one game get them down, but at the same token, they have to utilize things within this game to build off of. And if they can have a solid fourth quarter here, it can be the launching point for a great weekend.
Good pass, and Langston Boyd just powers up over the defense after a great pass inside. That interior passing has been good for the Celtics all day. Miller, three, no good. Boyd, rebound, kicks it over to Harris, and Celtics will re-center. As we approach the 4-minute mark, that is Harris. On the way, we got a hard fall. Looks like a falling landed on his wrist. If you're joining us on the ground right now, that is Malik Rasul.
And he had a pretty solid first half for them.
He definitely did. We saw James Evans go down earlier in this contest with what looked like a foot injury. We'll go to a quick break and we'll come right back as it looks like Rasul's getting up on his own strength. We'll be right back.
Bounty versus the old family dish towel. Drying with a fresh sheet of Bounty leaves your hands cleaner than a used dish towel that can carry and redistribute food residue. So ditch the dish towel for better hand hygiene. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
We are back. Our action, Battle of the South. Rasul able to be up and go see the trainer on his own strength. Hope that young man is okay. Entering into the game is James. Bryce James. Have a Celtics foul. Strive for Greatness will inbound underneath their own basket. They get it to Compton. Compton shuffles it out to Berry. Berry's no good. Celtics tried to run. They'll get on the floor.
And Jakari Harris, the lead scorer, first one on the floor fighting for the 50-50 ball. Now, this is a conversation that I've had, and I've been pretty transparent in this point, is that a lot of people want to claim the basketball mecca.
Yes.
Georgia basketball is pretty good. I would not argue with them stating a claim for, you want to talk about everybody else, you got to insert our name in here.
I would agree with that, and not just being biased to Georgia, but I think Dallas has something to say about that, of course.
No, without a doubt. But at the same token, look at the size of the state of Texas and the size of the state of California and the size of the state of Georgia. And the concentration of talent, you could talk about a Dallas, but Georgia, we could talk about a Marietta, we could talk about an Atlanta, we could talk about an Augusta, we could talk about a Macon. I mean, there's talent all up and down the state. I mean, not taking anything away from any of the other states. I'm just saying you have to insert the state of Georgia into your conversation when you start talking about who runs grassroots basketball.
I would agree. Braden Berries, as we see, with a beautiful baseline drive and a nifty finish there around the defense as Berries will have an opportunity to go to the line. Our score is 78-58. 3:50 left to play, as we'll see how we handle the free throw line in this opportunity. Got it. Good conversion there by Berries as the Celtics will.
I know this sounds crazy, but when I was in high school, I loved situations like this where, I knew we didn't have any substitutions because that let me know I can just hoop. I can play free. I don't have to worry about making a mistake. I'm not coming out this ball game, and that's how Strive for Greatness kids should feel right now. They should be playing loose, just doing what they got to do to try and compete and get back into this game.
In this quarter for the Celtics, there we go. Got a 3 to go by Tanner Jones. That three-point shot has been a great equalizer. Two guys on the Celtics floor right now. Harris with the basketball and Michael Smith have been knocking down three-point shots. As Boyd can't get that one to go, but an offensive rebound. Again, I feel like we've said that all night. Offensive rebound, you get a scramble on the floor. It is Bryce James and Chris Morris on the floor.
The offensive rebounds have definitely been the difference maker by far.
We'll see where the inbound is as our officials will talk about it. Atlanta Celtics, a storied AAU program, not just in Georgia, but nationally. There's Harris on the elevator screen. No good that time. Is that his first miss from three?
That is.
Miller gets it to James. James can't get that one to go. Looks like that one was blocked. Farrow, Compton. Having his way.
As the eloquent poet.
Push off there, and they got him.
As the eloquent poet Ludacris once said, move, get out the way, get out the way, yo, get out the way.
Definitely. Farrow, Compton. Tremendous prospect is Compton.
Of course, I had to give us the edited version.
You did. BJ Miller looking to inbound and get it back to Compton. Good decision, and Compton with a dunk.
Well, and that's why, again, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, that should have been happening intentionally all game long. The ball should have been in his hands.
80-66, 2:17 left in the fourth quarter. As the Celtics attempt to close out this game, it has been Compton and Berries for Strive for Greatness. But there's Morris with a score for the Celtics. Stop, pop, no, and who is it again? Pharaoh Compton with an amazing play. I don't even know how he got his hands on that one.
He's a competitor.
It's Micah Smith.
Here we're going to get another look at it.
Let's see.
Somebody's got to box him out.
Amazing that he got his hand on that basketball. There's Harris. Harris splits the defense and gets a layup. Jakari Harris. Now we'll run. There's Langston Boyd. Doesn't get the layup to go. I think Boyd couldn't decide if he wanted to dunk it. And got a foul call made. Did they get? They got Boyd with a foul there, and it will be Strive for Greatness basketball as the Celtics were looking to try to run in. We'll see. There's James, and Bryce James going to the free throw line. 84-68. Bryce James here looking to get on the score sheet with his first bucket. That free throw, no good. That free throw line has just been a problem for this entire Strive for Greatness team.
Yeah, again, those open frames. You're doing some positive things. They're battling back, but just leaving way too many points on the board at the free throw line.
James for his second one. Can't get that one to go, but Micah Smith steps out. And Smith.
8 missed free throws for Strive for Greatness in this ballgame.
Miller looks at it, gets it inside. They'll go to the post. There's a kick out. Miller thought about taking it.
They've got to switch that. That should have been Pharaoh Compton down there on the low block. You know, he's out at the three-point line. That's not what's going to work for them.
Strive for Greatness sticking with the pressure. Celtics look like they changed up a little bit to break it, and there's Harris with the basketball. Just over a minute left, and Harris found a slashing Matthews on his way to the basket, and Matthews will shoot 2.
That's one of those should have been an assist. Jakari Harris did a great job finding his teammate, putting him in a position to be successful. He just took the foul, wasn't able to finish.
I think that is the greatest stat that you track. You do such an amazing job at tracking all of them, but the should have been assist is my favorite.
Listen, for a lot of these guys, you got to think about, when they get to the college level, there's going to be guys that are finishing that, making threes, a lot of things they're going to bring to the table. So for a guard, I have to track that stat because we're projecting what they'll be able to do at the next level. And while I was talking, you saw another beautiful finish by Pharaoh Compton. Again, I don't understand why. They should have been way more intentional with getting him the ball early and often.
Good defense there by James as he knocks it out off of the Celtics, and James calls a turnover there. Get a drive.
Out of bounds, Atlanta Celtics ball.
No, it'll be Celtics basketball. From the Celtics, 41 seconds left. Yep, they get it to Jakari Harris. That is seemed to be where the ball is safest. Harris takes a look at it. Smith for 3. No good, and there's Compton on the run. scary sight to have Compton running at you with a full head of steam.
No doubt.
And he'll score 84-72. And I think the Celtics will dribble this one out. And that's how it ends. 84-72. The Atlanta Celtics 16U over the Strive for Greatness 16U. Justin, any parting thoughts as we go?
You know, just a great game by both teams. Obviously, Jakari Harris had a phenomenal showing, 33 points, 5 rebounds. Farrell Compton got it going late. I would have liked to see a lot more of that from him early and often, but it is what it is. The beautiful thing and the great thing about the battle, we're going to get an opportunity to see both these teams play more this weekend.
Stay tuned with us as our next contest will be the Atlanta Celtics 17U versus Strive for Greatness 17U. We'll be right back with our next contest.